More was never enough. I'm 86 years old, and sadly, I'm basically sitting on my deathbed.
Archimedes, a Greek inventor, physicist, engineer, astronomer, mathematician. Not much is known about the man, as the only biography was lost, and the next one was written over 70 years after his death. The only things we have left are the stories and some of the works which have survived the test of time. But what is left has influenced the world on such a massive scale. He has craters and mountain ranges on the moon named after him. The highest mathematician award, the Fields Medal, has his face on it. He's appeared on the postage stamp of 6 modern countries, and he's known as the man behind California's state motto, over 2,000 years after you said it.
This is the story of Archimedes.
Hi, infomercial guy here. Have you ever wanted to approximate the value of pi? Ever wanted to do integral calculus without calculus even existing? Have you ever wanted to calculate the square root of 3? This top-of-the-line invention can calculate anything your brain can comprehend. Brought to you by Archimedes and his new product, Infidecimals. Here's how it works. We know how to calculate the area of a general polygon with any number of sides, so we can use it to surround the edge of the circle, getting closer and closer to pi than ever before.
There I was, walking down the street, and I suddenly thought, how much sand would it take to fill the universe? Well, not just the universe, everything as a whole. Well, that's what I wanted to find out. I found a way, for there's no number too large to count. So let's begin. I got to 10 to the 63rd grain of sand. Now, that is likely an overestimate, for I've rounded up, but it doesn't matter. The point is, there's no number too big to understand. It's just your brain is too small to comprehend.
Here's the thing. Archimedes' numbers were way off in his calculations. For one, he assumed that the sun couldn't possibly be any bigger than 30 times the size of the moon. So take his calculations with a grain of salt. However, to his credit, coincidentally, the number of atoms predicted to fill the universe, Eddington's number, is 10 to the 80th, which just so happens to be about the number of atoms in 10 to the 63rd grains of sand. Eureka!
Basically, so this king dude was like, yeah. Archimedes, figure out if this crown that I got was 100% pure gold. And I was like, bruh, how do I do that? He was like, your job, not mine. If you don't, you're dead. But then it hit me. I figured it out. Okay, so the Archimedes principle states, if you have a container of water and you were to put an object in there, let's say ice cube, the water displaced will be equal to the volume of the ice cube. So, therefore, we can do the same thing with the crown. Put it into a container of water and see the displacement to find the volume. Then, once we find the volume, we can use that to find the density. With that, we can find whether or not it is pure gold. And, spoiler alert, it ain't it, chief. Math, calculus, science, eureka. Alright, now that we're done shaving, because I definitely did not leave the beard in Mr. Coy's room. Who's Mr. Coy? He doesn't exist yet. Time to take a bath. How am I going to get that crown? How am I going to find out if it's pure gold? Oh my god! Eureka! I figured it out! Eureka! I figured it out!
I'm Jack, and I'm here with breaking news.
Our Prometheus, Archimedes, was killed 212 BC during the Battle of Syracuse in the Punic Wars. A war between Rome and Carthage, the two big superpowers in the Mediterranean, for control of what they believed at the time was the world. These wars would make Rome the dominant power in the West for the next 700 years. It was an event that forever changed the course of human history and continues to influence our society and governments to this day. During the siege of Syracuse, the city was eventually taken, but the soldiers were given orders not to harm citizens, only to take loot and slaves. A Roman soldier came upon Archimedes and ordered him to come as prisoner. Archimedes refused, asking only for a moment to finish a geometry problem he was currently engaged in. This enraged the soldier, who killed our exquisite Archimedes on the spot. Ancient writers lament this as being the greatest tragedy of the siege of Syracuse. Plutarch mentions that Archimedes requested a special tomb monument, a cylinder enclosing a sphere with an inscription explaining the mathematical proportionality between the two. Following this announcement is a reenactment of this tragic event. Viewer discretion is advised.
What the heck? No!